Welcome back, fellow enthusiasts. Last time we learned about all the celestial bodies in our solar system. Now, before going further into the topic, let's take a detour and learn a little bit more about the rich history of astronomy. The curious minds of humans have always engaged in the quest to understand more about the universe. The rising sun, the shining moon, and the shooting stars have been a part of the human conversation even before the first vocal languages were used. So, when was the time we finally decided to study the subject of astronomy? And why? The definition goes like this: Astronomy is the branch of science that includes the study of celestial objects, space, and the physical universe as a whole. From understanding the universe just for the sake of positions and time, to studying it to explore a new planet, we indeed have come a long way. The first written record of astronomy is Tablet 63 of the Enuma Anu, the Venus tablet of Ammi Saduqa, which lists the first and last visible risings of Venus over a period of about 21 years and is the earliest evidence that the phenomena of a planet were recognized as periodic. Astronomy holds a different place of importance in history in different parts of the world. While there are significant records of astronomy in Egyptian, Greek, and Asian cultures as well. Initially, the reasons to study astronomy, apart from the curiosity of the human mind, were navigation and timekeeping. One of the interesting methods used in astronavigation is through the angle of the moon to calculate time and was used by pre-modern sailors traveling on unfamiliar seas. An astrolabe is a navigational tool that can calculate local time and location and latitude depending on the position of celestial objects. Although the sun is most often used, there are a total of 58 navigational stars that can assist in determining the user's position. It has been used by sailors in the high seas and caravans in the deserts to establish their ordinal directions since it indicates the direction of the wind. Agricultural planning. The primary driving factor is the need to know when to sow and reap a certain crop ahead of time, as well as the desire to keep track of the passage of time. Spiritual and religious practices. Another driving force has to have been the desire to utilize observable astronomical occurrences to forecast an individual's future, a subject which we now call astrology. In reality, the Sanskrit name for both observational astronomy and astrology has remained the same since old times, and it is called Jyotish. Now, if we look back at some important events, we find that around 480 BC, Thales predicted eclipses using a combination of math and Babylonian data. Near 250 BC, a set of fundamental calculations on the size of the Earth, Sun, Moon, and the distances between the nearby planets was performed by Eratosthenes and Aristarchus. These two natural philosophers were able to, for the first time, place some estimate of the size of the cosmos in Earth terms by using simple geometry. The planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, which are visible to the naked eye at different periods of the year, were among the first to be recognized by the Babylonians. In the Vedic era, 7 celestial bodies were known to travel faster than their neighboring stars: the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are the planets that make up the solar system. People were also aware of the nodes of the moon orbit. Nodes are the points where the moon's orbit intersects with the orbit of the sun. These were named Rahu and Ketu. Along with Rahu and Ketu, the 7 celestial bodies described earlier have been termed Navgrah or 9 heavenly bodies. People in the Vedic era may have been aware of sunspots, which are black patches that occur on the sun's surface from time to time. Ancient Greek philosophers collected evidence that Earth was spherical as early as the 6th century BCE. In the year 964, a Persian astronomer made the first known view of the nearby Andromeda galaxy, which he categorized as a nebulous smudge. It was simply known as the little cloud on star charts for centuries. Star charts reveal obvious attempts to map the night sky and understand more about the physics of our cosmos. The Dunhuang star chart, dating to the Tang area and discovered in the Magao caves on Dunhuang in Gansu, western China, along the Silk Road, is the earliest surviving handwritten star chart. Chinese scientists were the first to observe a supernova in the year 185. Since then, a number of supernova explosions have been seen, including the one that was exceptionally brilliant in the year 1054. If we look back to a bit of recent history and focus on the age of discovery, Nicholas Copernicus, a Polish scientist, presented a heliocentric model of the solar system in 1543, a model in which the planets circle the sun. Tycho Brahe and Johannes Kepler's work resulted in a precise description of planetary movements, laying the groundwork for Isaac Newton's theory of gravitation. The early 17th century saw the creation of the telescope, which opened the door to new possibilities and discoveries. In 1929, Edwin Hubble, an astronomer at Caltech, discovered that the universe is expanding. The finding of the cosmic microwave background, a faint noise left behind from the huge explosion that gave origin to everything in the universe, strengthened the Big Bang hypothesis, which was initially suggested by Georges Lemaitre. These were the times when the interest in astronomy was rising globally like never before, not long after humans took the first step on the moon. NASA, CNSA, ESA, ISRO, and many such organizations today continue the legacy of astronomy. Satellite launch and design allowed astronomers to collect even more data about planets within our solar system in the second half of the 20th century. Astronomy definitely holds a rich history, and tonight, when a small kid glances at the night sky and comes across hundreds of questions, thankfully, we can say that a lot of them can be answered. They can be answered because of the thirst of curiosity our ancestors had, because of the determination they showed to get those answers. So let us imagine, explore, and work towards a better understanding of astronomy because the cosmos beckons us to unravel its mysteries. Stay tuned as next time we'll be back with some well known figures in the history of astronomy. So until next time, stay curious.